Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Taurus, October 12, 2022. Early today, with Venus opposite Chiron, you might watch for reading a situation from a place of insecurity. Resolve to learn as much as possible from your interactions rather than dwelling on problem areas. Watch and listen, but consider your fears in the process and how they may interfere with healthy relating patterns. Events occurring now may very well open up old wounds. It's vital to view differences as chances to learn about other perspectives rather than see them as threatening or concerning. Mercury moves back to the top of your solar chart today, where it will transit until the 29th. Mercury was there very recently from August 25th to September 23rd, but then retreated due to a retrograde cycle. Now and as you advance, you're in a great position to share your ideas with others, particularly in public or professional settings. You'll gain momentum for ideas and plans that were delayed last month. You get to fill in the details for long-term goals in the weeks ahead. After plenty of hiccups and hurdles in recent weeks, mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger planet, has decided to once again re-enter your solar 10th house of achievement. While this won't directly impact your personal or romantic life quite much, it's an ideal moment to tell your significant other that you appreciate them even though work is about to get hectic. Discuss exciting plans the two of you can dive into when the pace of life allows, allowing you to shake off the busy schedule and career demands. This will restore your body, mind, and soul. What will you be known for next? It is time to gather your thoughts about your career path now that part 2 of Mercury retrograde's post-shadow period has commenced with Mercury re-entering Libra. Reconsider how you want to move forward in your career path, like deciding on your next pursuit that will enhance your status or who you want to be associated with in your professional arena. More importantly, go over your commitment to your work and life balance to alleviate any unnecessary stress when Venus in Libra opposes Chiron retrograde in Aries. What makes a friendly aspect between the Sun on the career and Saturn on the income front today significant is the timing. At the same time that the Sun moves into his final 12 days in your career sector, Saturn moves into his final 12 days in retrograde motion in your income sector, making this the perfect time to join forces. You are not one to take obstacles as a reason to back down or give up. But it's important to recognize when you are dealing with heavy pressures so that you can give yourself a little TLC when needed. You enjoy pressure to a certain extent, but it can wear on us all, and we need to call on our creativity to bring that sparkle back into our daily lives when it has worn thin. Consider giving yourself a massage as a special treat. There are always moments of calm before a storm. This is what the current vibrations have to teach you. Be prepared for great changes in your sentimental life and try to keep your serenity before the uncertainties of life in the coming days. Even if the atmosphere is a little electric, don't hesitate to relax and be more open. In this way you will avoid useless conflict and be able to rapidly regain your inner harmony. It is just as the moon returns to a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart that Mercury returns to your career sector today, joining up with the Sun and Venus as things are coming together professionally. This might draw your attention to both sides of life's fence, but this is a chance to put into practice any work and life balance reminders that yesterday's full moon delivered. This also helps to keep the spirit of adventure alive after Mercury leaves an adventurous part of your chart today. While they will miss each other by just a few hours, the moon's return to your romantic sector just as Mercury has left an adventurous part of your chart will help to cement and preserve a mix of romance, adventure, and nostalgia. Over the next few days, these romantically charged lunar vibes will amplify a growing mix of both romantic nostalgia and anticipation. Our eyes in the sky. This is an interesting day that brings some cosmic relief to personal frustrations. The influence of Venus in Libra opposes the prolific energy of the healing centaur Chiron, adding perspective to the overall power dynamic of your life. Think of this as a reset, requiring you to grin and bear it. A loving bond between parties can help you to move forward. This week is all about your relationships and making you a lot more talkative about what you need. You're setting out to get that now by making your goals known loud and clear. You're changing the people you hang out with, and they're changing you in a good way. You'll make more money if you take their advice instead of fight against it. Paying attention to your self-care routines and feeling more confident in your skin is what it's all about right now. Maybe you've been neglecting the things you really love to do because you're just trying to navigate through the twists and turns of life. Romance and fun can be part of the day as well. You'll feel increased vitality and confidence. The influence of Uranus adds a little icing on the cake, and someone might even profess their undying love to you. You might not want to deal with anyone who brings you down, and for good reason. Mercury enters fair and peaceful Libra today, so it's a good day to schedule some time to yourself or even a therapy session just to get everything out in the open. Talking things out will not only help you but also be a stepping stone to moving relationships in the right direction. It's time to think about how you might be taking other people's word for money matters or buying into an investment scheme that's too good to be true. Someone may be giving you a hard sell concerning a stock, IRA, or bond. You need more time to consider the best path for you. Be firm but polite, and make sure you get the time you need. You know best. In the morning, Venus in Libra opposes Chiron in Aries, prompting difficulties in navigating our relationships. Although we intend to keep the peace, we feel as though we fail to rise to others' expectations. This sense that we are not enough, that we are a disappointment, weighs on us heavily. What we are confronting now is the reality that relationships are a balancing act. There is no way to maintain perfect harmony at all times, yet the fear of failure can cause us to want to throw in the towel altogether. A more mature, adult idea of love is required. We become our own worst enemies and we hold ourselves and our partners to impossible standards. Shortly following this, the Aries moon squares off with Pluto in Capricorn, causing us to act destructively. We are struggling to negotiate the Venus-Chiron opposition. Insecurities within partnerships drive us to behave unfairly with loved ones. We may guilt-trip another or pose a test for them to prove their love. Obviously, these tactics are likely to backfire. On the other hand, we might be a victim of manipulation tactics ourselves. If this is the case, it is a good thing that this behavior is being exposed, so we do not waste further time on a toxic power dynamic. However, the moon begins its void of course following this aspect's perfection that will last until afternoon. Avoid taking action now, as decisions will be made in haste, under emotional duress. Give yourself time to cool off before saying or doing something you may regret.